Once again, it's time for Vibrant You. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Randy.
How's it going?
It's going. It's not
Cloudy out, but
Dreary.
They told me
Sunny
I had to
inside here.
participate, so I'm just talking.
yeah.
right. Yeah, the weather. Everybody's wearing dark clothes today because they're just not happy with the weather. Can't say I blame them.
Yeah.
I'm wearing black too. So, so thanks, Randy, for having us and KLFD as well. Welcome to another Vibrant You Live. I'm Jane.
I'm Nathan.
And I'm Bo.
So last week we ended up talking about Vibrant and how it offers, how we offer a great internet experience. And thanks, we had gotten a lot of phone calls. You can definitely tell it's spring. People are calling and wanting our internet,
upgraded,
and
yep.
And then we've had some referrals come in, so that's awesome. So keep them coming, and thanks so much. And in fact, Nathan's kind of a celebrity now. We've been teasing him. So he went to Wednesday. He ended up going to Subway for lunch, and he got stopped by somebody listening to the radio.
Yep. Someone had listened to the Vibrant You Live earlier that day and had some follow-up questions. So
Good
thanks
stuff.
for listening.
Absolutely. And then, listeners, we want you to come out this Wednesday night. We're having another Dreaming of Streaming
Tonight.
event. Yes. Snacks provided, and we haven't picked them out yet, so you guys can definitely make pick
Could I
it.
recommend the bag that you bought for
The
me?
goodie bag you got. That's
Everyone
that's
gets a
special.
goodie
It's
bag.
That's
gone
special
now,
just for you,
Oh,
Randy.
2
I'm
weeks.
sorry.
It only took 2 weeks.
That bag was way too expensive.
So it's tonight at 5:30 at the Co-op. Come on out. We'd love to see you. And we forgot to mention the non-alcoholic beverages
Yes.
as well. Yes.
Soda and water, unfortunately for many.
Right. So this week we're kind of doing something a little different again. We're getting Randy involved. And so he's going to be asking us some questions about what's common questions for our NOC team. And NOC actually stands for Network Operation Center Technicians, and NOC. So
And you co-refer to them as
I call them the Internet Whisperers.
yes.
So.
I like it.
And it's kind of funny because one of the guys' names is Nick, so I always go, oh, Nick Knock. So
Yeah.
it's kind of funny. And then
I'm not
and
sure
then-
he loves
get
it.
it.
No,
He
and
loves
then,
it so much.
And then Dan has a nickname too. I call him Gear Daddy. If you can't find him, you grind him. So Gear Daddy.
Jane and her nicknames.
Yeah, I got nicknames. So anyway, so Randy, the other thing I forgot to mention here too is that, Vibrant offers some awesome internet. And what we're looking at is like the questions that you're going to be asking us are common within the home, meaning it's typically not our internet. It's something that's been happening at the home.
Yeah. If you have an internet provider and you're experiencing issues, actually most of the time it's usually something on your end, not your internet provider's end. Especially if you have fiber, it's very rare to have really an internet issue with a fiber connection. If you have other, older technologies, maybe it could be your internet. But these are the questions we get regardless. So Randy, if you want to read the first question you got
Take it
there.
away.
All right. How do I test my speed?
All right, great question, Randy. Wow.
Sorry, we don't know the answer to that.
Go to that.
You came up with that.
What kind of speed?
Yeah, so we get this question, people are curious. They have no idea what speed they have or what speed they're getting. We talk to people that say, well, I may be interested, but I don't even know what speed I'm getting right now. There's actually a couple great ways to run a speed test. There's free websites that do that. Google actually has a built-in speed test. You can Google the words speed test, and then they'll run a speed test for you to tell you what speed you're actually getting. Now, your internet provider may say you're paying for a certain speed, but you may not be getting it. So that's a great way to do it. There's also speedtest.net is a free website to do it. And Vibrant, we actually have our own speed test on our website as well. So if you want to run a speed test on your service to kind of get an idea of what speed you're getting, you can check Vibrant Broadband's website. A couple tips if you're looking to run a speed test. It may make a difference if you're physically plugged into your internet on like a computer or a laptop, or if you're running it on Wi-Fi. Sometimes wireless connections are limited to what speed you can get with with a speed test. Also, distance. If you're very far from your Wi-Fi router, if you're in the garage and you're trying to run a speed test and your Wi-Fi router's in the middle of your house, you may not get the best results. So if you want true results, you want to be a little bit closer to your Wi-Fi router. Also, if you're using an older device, you may not get the true results as well. Well, you always tell people, what's the newest device you have? A newer cell phone, newer computer? That's the one that'll probably tell you the most true test. And then lastly, try different times of day. You may get pretty good results in the day when no one's home and everybody's at work and school, but then everybody gets home from work and school, and if you don't have fiber, your internet may suffer in those evenings. So run a test in the evenings to maybe get a better idea of what you're getting consistently.
Right. And Vibrant it doesn't matter who's home or not.
Correct. That's the benefit of a fiber-based network. That's what we're always telling people is just because your current provider maybe struggles to provide better signal at night and when people are home, that would not be the case with Vibrant. So fire off at question number 2.
Okay, I ran a speed test, and it appears I'm not getting the speed of my package. Why?
That's a great question.
Another great one.
Yeah, you just 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Wow. Yeah, so it's super frustrating to run a speed test and find that you're not getting the speed that your bill says you should be getting. So we have a couple recommendations. One, try to understand what technology you have. So if you have a company and they have DSL, that speed can vary from, like Nathan said, from mornings to evenings.
It's kind of a shared thing.
Sharing.
And, you can be sharing not only with people in your household, but your neighbors. If your entire neighborhood's connected with a DSL connection, you're going to be getting inconsistent speeds, and you probably aren't getting what you're actually paying for. If you have a satellite, that's really weather dependent. We do get weather here in Minnesota sometimes. So
believe it or not.
Yeah. So if you look
From
outside and it looks like this,
snow.
that might be why your internet's not working if you have satellite. And if you run a cellular connection, 5G, that is relatively newer, so a lot of people just don't know exactly how it works. But it's a big variance. It's a network that works off of cell towers. So you've had it where your cell phone has great signal, and then all of a sudden it drops and you didn't move. Same thing could be happening at home. And, if you have fiber, you shouldn't really have those issues. But if you do, you can look at a few things. You can look at the age of your device. If you're working on a 10 to 12-year-old cell phone, if your computer is 20 years old, it just might not have the technology to pull up the speed that you actually have. If you're too far away, like Nathan mentioned, from your router, it could just be the range, and that would be a simple issue that we can help fix. Or are there other people in the house using it? Are your family members upstairs streaming or gaming? If you run a speed test, they're using some of that bandwidth, so you're not going to get an accurate measure of your speed.
Even if you have a doorbell camera or cameras that no one else is home, some of those devices may be using some of your internet. So your speed test is only going to show what internet you have left. Mm-hmm. So some people think, well, I should have a 200 package, but I see 180 here. Well, there's a good chance that other 20 is being used by other devices. So
it's good math. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, off the top of my head, believe it or not.
Right? Wow.
Pretty good. So, all right, next question, Randy.
All right. Speaking of routers, should I use my own router or the one provided by my internet service provider?
I would say that depends. So it depends on your personal router. How old is that router? Does it have the latest and greatest upgrades? And then if you're interested in your ISP's router, you would need to find out is there a cost to that?
Yeah. How much is the rental cost? If there is a rental cost.
And the quality of it. What's the range of that router?
Sure.
And the other thing is the size of your home. If you need more than
just the one router.
The one router. Yep.
Different providers have different routers. I mean, we Vibrant offers a very up to date. We pride ourselves on the equipment that we provide people, but unfortunately, we've seen other providers that the routers that they provide aren't the greatest quality. So just be aware of that kind of stuff too.
Right. And let's see. I was looking at my cheat sheet here. The average router expectation is about 4 to 5 years. So if you have that one.
Yeah, if you have an older one or it's older 4 or 5 years, you may be better off with a newer one for sure.
Okay.
Next question.
Do I need a Wi-Fi extender?
Another great question, Randy.
Who wrote these?
You're so smart.
Wow. I must be 4 for 4.
Yeah. So
never did that in baseball.
For those that aren't familiar with a Wi-Fi extender, we used to basically get one router in our home, and that covered our office or our living room. We didn't need internet all over the house. That's pretty much changed across the board. Now we have a TV in the bedroom or a TV in the kids' bedroom or the TV, a kid's in the basement trying to watch a TikTok video, or you have a doorbell camera or a speaker in your garage. We need internet in way more places than we used to need. So usually one Wi-Fi router may not reach all the places you need, which is why Wi-Fi extenders are a thing. So do you need a Wi-Fi extender? It depends on a few things. The size of your home. If you have 2 or 3 floors, you may need an extender for those additional floors. Wherever your router is may cover that floor, but your upstairs or your basement. Or if you have a detached or garage or even an attached garage, usually those walls are a little bit thicker. You may need an extender towards your garage. Like I said, we we need internet more places than we used to need. And Vibrant offers mesh extenders. So if you have Vibrant and you have our router and there's areas you're not getting the signal you'd like to get, we can provide you a Wi-Fi extender. They are mesh units, which basically means that they seamlessly like hand off when you go from one to the other. You won't lose connection. It won't interrupt your service at all. And certainly you can buy extenders as well. But, some people think it's, well, my internet provider is not very good because my internet in my bedroom never works very well. Well, it could be a Wi-Fi range thing. You may want to look into an extender, if you contact your internet provider, see if that's an option. So, and then one more question from you.
All right, final question. When should I call if my internet is not working?
Well, there are two things we always like to tell people, whether you have, satellite internet, or DSL or whatever internet you have, trying a different service. If you're streaming and that streaming service is buffering, try pulling up maybe a different video on Netflix or on whatever service.
Or a different website.
A different website and also a different device. Because you can kind of narrow it down. Is it the streaming service that's having an issue? Is it your device that's having an issue? Or is it the internet? So if you've done that and it turns out it is the internet, you can reset your router. So just a kind of a basic unplug, plug it back in, let it boot up again. That fixes a lot of issues just across the board. If that doesn't work, then we recommend contacting whoever your internet provider is, and they can take it from there. With Vibrant, we have 24/7 support. You can give Gear Daddy or Nick Knock a call all the time. They love it. So just give them a call. Hopefully you don't have to
They're
do that.
going to start calling them that now.
We're going to get nicknames now. So
Oh, boy.
We're going to be in trouble when they listen to this.
The other thing that I love is that when we install Vibrant, the technicians leave a booklet for you, and they do some troubleshooting.
Yeah, just some tips and tricks if you have issues.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty rare with fiber to have issues because fiber is the most consistent, the most reliable service. But if we want to hear about it. If someone is not having the best experience, we always say if your internet's fine, it should be great. We want it to be great. If you don't have Vibrant, we can help make it great. And if you have any issues, if you are a Vibrant customer, we always want to hear about it for sure. So.
Yeah, and if you have other ideas for future shows or have questions on this show or past shows, you can email those to us at vibrantulive@meeker.coop. And just another reminder, we do have our Dreaming of Streaming event tonight. That's at 5:30 at the Meeker Co-op, just located east of Litchfield on Highway 12.
And if you missed us today, you can listen to us and see us on the replay of Facebook. Go to search Vibrant Broadband, and then listen every Wednesday, 10:30 in the morning with Randy
and Gail update. Yeah. Or if you have questions about this topic or Vibrant questions, or you're interested in maybe getting something better, absolutely give us a call. You can talk to me, Bo, or Jane here. Our phone number is 693-3231. And then also our website's got a lot of great information. We have the speed test on there I mentioned, and a lot of great Q&As and other information for you, vibrantbroadband.com, because who wouldn't want to be vibrant?
Yeah, and thank you, KLFD. Thanks, Randy, for helping us out, for doing the MCing today.
Hopefully it wasn't too hard.
Yeah, we didn't put you through too much.
We forgot to mention the people walking by and coming into the office. Tim and Lynn Mergen waved by.
Right by.
And Mary, our manager, was checking up on us too.
Yep.
So
just
thanks
make
for
sure
popping
we're on
in.
Time. Yeah, and thanks, audience, for listening. Again, my name is Bo.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Nathan.
And tune in next Wednesday for another Vibrant U Live.
Vibrant Broadband. It's snorting fast.